What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we have another cool offering. All the way from 1997, we bring you the G.I. Joe Collectors Club exclusives. The Civil War Classic Collection, Army of Virginia and Army of the Potomac, 1861. Guys, we did a Civil War video months ago on our internet exclusives from Hasbro. Our Johnny Reb right here, Confederate soldier, and our Billy Yank, Army of the Potomac. So we have a big Civil War. Like I said, I love all of the historical timepieces that G.I. Joe and Hasbro has put out with these beautiful figures. It reconnects us with our past. It reconnects us with our country's history. And it's really cool that G.I. Joe and Hasbro really put these beautiful figures together, you know, to kind of reconnect us in a sense with these really critical and very important pieces of time from our country's history. Albeit it's sometimes painful, but nevertheless a part of our country's history. And these two figures, you cannot just walk into a toy store and purchase these two club exclusives. They were manufactured in a very low run. And what I mean by very low run, they were extremely limited. Not too many of these were manufactured. Someone said there was only 500 of these manufactured for club members only. So I've heard 500, I've heard 300, and then I've heard 200. But one thing is a fact, a known fact. They were very, very, very expensive. Each of these figures were $82 a piece, and that was not including shipping and handling. $82 per set. And that's what I paid back in 1997. And when the prototypes for these figures, and we'll open these guys up in a second, when the prototypes of these guys came out, club members went crazy. They were beautifully done. They come with a ton of equipment and accessories, as you'll see, more than our Confederate Johnny Reb and our Northern Billy Yank. And these guys come, as you can see, these guys have their share of accessories. But these two figures, these two Civil War figures, come with a ton of accessories. And to me, they are well worth the $82 per figure that I paid. So with that being said, let's start with the Army of Virginia. As you can see, the box itself is beautiful. Beautifully made. Let's go up top. It's classic collection. And this is back when Kenner was still manufacturing the G.I. Joes. Look at the equipment list. Phenomenal. Let's go. Let's open them up. This is our Army of Virginia figure. Got the Velcro there inside. Let's get you an inside look at the box. It tells us the side story. It's the 5th panel, which really protects the figure and the box itself. The story of the Civil War. Just a brief breakdown, or a synopsis, if you will, of the Civil War. And just all of this is just beautiful. These boxes are simply stunning. There, get you a side shot here, blown out shot. These boxes are simply gorgeous. And here's our Confederate soldier. Get your blown out shot for you. And the equipment and gear that he comes with is unrivaled. I love these long shotguns, rifles, if you will. He's got tons of gear. He's got his bag here, pouch here, bag, bayonet, belt, customized there on the buckle there. Confederate States, that's what it stood for. Another pouch, another bag. He's got his canteen, and he's got his coffee cup here. He comes with a stand that's directly behind him. You can see that right behind him. Comes with a stand. The outfit is just gorgeous. It's beautifully made. A custom head sculpt was made for these figures. Solely for these figures. These were exclusive head sculpts for these figures during this time period. So you got a chance to see G.I. Joe with a nice beard, mustache. There's the hat. As you can see how old and how long I've had these figures. The rubber bands have deteriorated around, which aren't necessary to hold his cap in place anyway. But you know, guys, how I feel about these rubber bands. There's a Confederate flag behind him. And here's this gorgeous overcoat. Beautifully done. Hasbro spared no expense, teaming up with the G.I. Joe's Collectors Club to put out these beautiful exclusive figures. And his collectability, he's maintained his collectability. I've seen these figures go as high as $150 per figure. One place I saw a collector on eBay was selling these guys for about $280. And that was not bad, because actually he was selling these guys as a set. So you could buy both of these guys for $280, I think. But that was a while back. But just goes to show you that these how desirable and beautiful these Civil War figures are. And because of the nature and history that's behind these figures, and that the fact that G.I. Joe is involved in putting these guys out, have made them extremely collectible and very, very sought after. And these figures have been in my museum collection ever since 1997. And we have more Civil War G.I. Joes as well on the way. So what do you think of our Civil War Confederate soldier? Do you have these guys? Are you looking for these guys? You can find these guys probably on Coswell Collectibles website. First and foremost, those guys has been known to definitely carry these guys from time to time. eBay is always an excellent, to me, an excellent second choice. eBay wouldn't be my first choice, but definitely my second choice. And Amazon, I think quality drops after Coswell Collectible. Your chances of getting these guys, this is a C10 Museum example that I bought right from the Collectors Club, but your chances of getting these guys in this type of beautiful condition. Now, if you're just gonna yank these guys out the box, then that's fine. you can pay anything you want for them at that point. But if you want them in C10 museum quality, like we have our Civil War soldiers, then I would say Coswell Collectibles first, and then eBay, and then Amazon, because you're really at the mercy of some sellers on those different sites, hoping and praying that you get these guys in phenomenal condition. Here is his bedroll there. More gear. And just everything, the quality, everything. And as beautiful as this Confederate soldier is, all of his gear and all of his weapons and stuff, you'll see that our Potomac soldier, Army soldier, quality of his gear, and I guess that was during that time period. The Potomac Army just had beautiful, the North Army, I should say, Northern Army had just beautiful equipment and more resources. So they had more resources to at their disposal, with weaponry and gear and equipment. But this was just beautiful, beautifully made. Guys, we really want your comments on these figures. And we'll turn this box around real quick, and then we'll go to our Army of the Potomac. Here's the back of the box. Get you a blown out shot here. Just beautifully made. And here's our Confederate soldier in all of his gear. There he's standing on the stand. And these were prototype figures. I was told by club members, GI.JOE club members, these were not the exact figures that were in the box. The figures and examples inside the box were more improved upon examples, and these were just prototypes right here. There's your Northern Army, Potomac Army. So let's turn this guy back around and let's do this. Let's slide one over and the other one will sit right there. And here's our Army of the Potomac, 1861. Let's get this box open here. Oh boy. There we go. Well, once again, let's get you a blown out shot here. Same insert on this fifth panel. Beautifully done. Same insert. No difference. They're telling the same story. And here's our full shot here of our Potomac soldier, Northern soldier. Another beautiful head sculpt. Beautiful. There's his cap there. The gear is beautiful. This jacket. There's that beautiful rifle. They both had the same rifles. I don't believe there were any difference in the rifles. There's his satchel here on the side. He's got his bayonet sheath right there, holder. This guy's got a ton of stuff there. It's a Beautiful pendant there on one of his straps. There's another bag over here on the side for more ammo that I guess he carried his ammo in. Another pouch. There's the belt buckle, the US belt buckle there. There's his canteen. And yes, the canteens did open. This was a hollowed out canteen. You could actually put real water inside that canteen, which is cool. Once again, because I'm such a big coffee fan, there's that coffee cup right there. The old silver coffee cup. There's just stands behind him. Get you a shot of the shoes right there. Look at, here's the jacket. Beautifully made. There's his bedroll. Another satchel there. More equipment there for sleeping. Just beautifully done. And these are some of my favorite figures. I did not hesitate when these guys took forever to come out. They came, I mean, to be released. So it was really a long wait for these guys, and I had to pre-order these guys. And that's how hard it was to get these guys. And you know, you were given a set date or something, which it seems like that date kept getting knocked back or set back. But I finally got these guys in the summer of 1997. And I've had these guys in my museum collection ever since. And they're some of my favorite G.I. Joes because of the detail and what they symbolize as well. You know, this was definitely a turbulent and deadly time in our country's and nation's history. So they, you know, these figures have a lot of meaning to me. Beautifully done though, and once again, this is Hasbro really going that extra mile and not shying away from the historical aspect of what these figures were, and producing them. And these figures to this day, like I said, they still are some of the most sought after club exclusives that you can find. I would say you don't have a G.I. Joe collection if you don't have these guys in it, but that wouldn't be fair for a couple reasons. Primarily because they're so limited, and the second reason is that, you know, there's so many beautiful Joes and limited G.I. Joes out there. You could say that about a number of exclusive G.I. Joes that were just, you know, too hard to find or obtain. So I won't go as far to say you don't have a G.I. Joe collection if you don't have these guys, but I'm just very blessed and grateful that I do have these beautiful artifacts in our museum collection. Guys, what do you think of the Army of the Potomac G.I. Joe soldier? Do you have this guy? Are you looking for this guy? We gave you some great information on how to hunt down some of these guys and find them. And I would say with anything, patience is definitely a virtue when you are in our hobby and being a collector. We know all about being patient. So wait on the good deals. Don't settle for anything that you're not going to be happy with. and just enjoy the process of looking for these guys, because they're out there. They're definitely out there. But guys, we have a fun week in store for you. More beautiful figures on the way. More surprises. But we wanted to get these beautiful Civil War G.I. Joes out to you. You know the routine, guys. Grab your favorite beverage, hop on the couch, and tune in to the M.I.B. Master Museum channel. God bless. And keep collecting.